Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you? The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears divinity, to any other's profanation. Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text? Most sweet lady. A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Oh, where lies your text? In Orsino's bosom. In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom? To answer by the method in the first of his heart. Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say? Good madam, let me see your face. Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one as I was this present, is it not well done? Excellently done, if God did all. 'Tis in grain, sir, 'twill endure wind and weather. 'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning had laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy. Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every particle and utensil labeled to my will as item 2 lips indifferent red, item 2 grey eyes with lids to them, item 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me? I see what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompensed, though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty. How does he love me? With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire. Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him, yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and stainless youth. In voices well divulged, free, learned, and valiant, and in dimension and the shape of nature a gracious person, but yet I cannot love him. He might have looked his answer long ago. If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life in your denial, I would find no sense. I would not understand it. Why? What would you? Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me. You might do much. What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. Get you to your lord. I cannot love him, let him send no more, unless perchance you come to me again, to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me. I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart a flint, that you shall love, and let your fervour, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty. What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast, soft, unless the master were the man. How now, even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio? Here, madam, at your service. Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him, would I or not. Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Hie thee, Malvolio. Madam, I will. I do I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so. Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not that I go with you? By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours, therefore I shall crave of you your leave, that I may bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you. Let me yet know of you whither you are bound. No sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is mere extravagancy, but I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore it charges me in manners, the rather to express myself. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I called Roderigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messaline, whom I know you have heard of. He left me behind him myself and a sister, but both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had so ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned. Alas the day. A lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of much accounted beautiful. But though I could not with such estimable wonder over far believe that, yet thus far I will boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more. Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment. Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble. If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant. If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare ye well at once, my bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so near the manners of my mother that, upon the least occasion more, mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell. The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go. Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia? Even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived but hither. She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him, and one thing more, that you will be never so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so. She took the ring of me. I'll none of it. Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is, it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it. I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed so much that sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me sure, the cunning of her passion invites me this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring, why he sent her none. I am the man if it be so, and 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream, disguise. I see thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy it is for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, for such as we are made of, such we be. How will this fadge, my master, loves her dearly, I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she mistaken seems to dote on me. What will become of this, as I am man? My state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day. What thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? O time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie. Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes. And deliculo suggere, thou knowest. Nay, by my troth, I know not, but I know to be up late is to be up late. A false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can to be up after midnight, and to go to bed then is early. So that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Does not our lives consist of the four elements? Faith, so they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking. Thou art a scholar, let us therefore eat and drink, Marian, I say a stoup of wine. Here comes the fool of faith. How now, my hearts? Did you never see the picture of we three? Welcome, ass. Now let's have a catch. By my troth, the fool has an excellent breast. I had rather than 40 shillings. I had such a leg and so sweet a breath to sing as the fool has. In sooth, thou wast in very gracious fooling last night, when thou spokest of Pigrogrometus of the Vapians, passing the equinoctial of Quibus. 'Twas very good, a faith. I sent thee 6 pence for thy lemon, hadst it? I did impedicos thy gradility, for Malvolio's nose is no whipstock, my lady has a white hand, and the myrmidons are no bottle age houses. Excellent. Why, this is the best fooling when all is done. Now a song. Come on. There is 6 pence for you. Let's have a song. There's a testral of me too. If one night give... Would you have a love song or a song of good life? A love song, a love song. I care not for good life. Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Staying here, your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low, trip no further, pretty sweeting journeys, and in lovers' meeting every wise man's son doth know. Excellent, good, i'faith. Good. What is love? 'Tis not thereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me sweet and 20. Youth's stuff will not endure. a mellifluous voice, as I am true knight, a contagious breath, very sweet and contagious of faith. To hear by the nose it is dulcet and contagion, but shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl and a cat? That will draw 3 souls out of one weaver? Shall we do that? And you love me, let's do it. I am dog at a catch. My lady, sir, come, and some dogs will catch well. Most certain, let a catch be thou, knave. Hold thy peace, our knave, sir knight. I shall be constrained in it to call thee knave knight. 'Tis not the first time I've constrained one to call me knave. Begin, fool, it begins, hold thy peace. I shall never begin if I hold my peace. Good, if faith come begin. What a caterwauling do you keep here? If my lady have not called up steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me. My lady is a Catian, we are politicians, Malvolio's a Pigaramsey, and 3 merry men be we, am not I consanguineous? Am I not of her blood, Tilly Valley? Lady, there dwelt a man in Babylon, lady. Beshrew me, the knight's an admirable fooling. Aye, he does well enough if he be disposed, and so do I too. He does it with a better grace, but I do it more natural. Ah, the 12th day of December. For the love of God, peace. My masters, are you mad, or what are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do ye make an alehouse of my lady's house, that you squeak out your coziers catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you? We did keep time, sir, in our catches, snack up. Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbours you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell. Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone. Nay, good Sir Toby, his eyes do show his days are almost done. Is it even so? But I will never die. Sir Toby, there you lie. This is much credit to you. Shall I bid him go? What, and if you do? Shall I bid him go and spare not? Oh, no, you dare not. Out of tune, sir, ye lie. Art I any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous there shall be no more cakes in it? Yes, by Saint Anne, and ginger shall be hot i' the mouth too. Thou art i' the right. Go, sir, rub your chin with crumbs, a stoup of wine, Maria. Mistress Mary, if you prized my lady's favour at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand. Go shake your ears. 'Twere as good a deed as to drink when a man's hungry, to challenge him in the field and then to break promise with him and make a fool of him. Do it, knight, I'll write thee a challenge, or I'll deliver thy indignation in by word of mouth. Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the Count's was today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him on to our nay word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it. Possess us, tell us something of him. Marry, sir, sometimes he is a kind of Puritan. Oh, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog. What? For being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, dear knight. I have no exquisite reason for it, but I have good enough. The devil a Puritan that he is, or anything constantly but a time pleaser, an affection das that can't state without. Book, and utters it by great swaths, the best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him. And on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work. What wilt thou do? I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the colour of his beard, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady your niece. On a forgotten matter we can hardly make distinction of our hands. Excellent. I smell a device. I have it in my nose too. He shall think by the letters that thou wilt drop that they come from my niece, and that she's in love with him. My purpose is indeed a horse of that colour. And your house now would make him an ass. Ass, I doubt not. Oh, 'twill be admirable. Sport royal, I warrant you, I know my physic will work with him. I will plant you two, and let the fool make a third, where he shall find the letter, observe his construction of it, for this night to bed, and dream of the event. Farewell. Good night, Penthesilea. Before me, she's a good wench. She's a beagle true-bred, and one that adores me. What of that? I was adored once too. Let's to bed, knight. Thou hadst need send for more money. If I cannot recover your niece, I am a foul way out. Send for money, knight. If thou hast her not hither, and call me cut. If I do not, never trust me, take it how you will. Come, come, I'll go burn some sack. 'Tis too late to go to bed now. Come, knight, come, knight. Give me some music now, good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario, but that piece of song, that old and antic song we heard last night, methought it did relieve my passion much. More than light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy-paced times. Come but one verse. He is not here, so please your lordship that should sing it. Who was it? First the jester, my lord, a fool, that the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. Here's about the house. Seek him out, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it, to remember me, for such as I am. All true lovers are unstayed and skittish in all motions, else stave in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune? It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned. Thou dost speak masterly, my life upon it young, and though thou art thine eye has stayed upon some favour that it loves, hath it not, boy? A little by your favour? What kind of woman is it? Of your complexion? She is not worth thee, then. What years of faith? About your years, my lord. Too old, by heaven, let still the woman take, and elder than herself, so where is she to whom? So sways she level in her husband's heart, for boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than women's are. I think it well, my lord. Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or thy affection cannot hold the bend, for women are as roses whose fair flower, being one displayed, doth fall that very hour. And so they are, alas, that they are so, to die even when they to perfection grow. Ah, fellow, come, the song we had last night maketh Cesario, it is old and plain, the spinsters and the knitters in the sun, and the free maids that weave their thread with bones, do use to chant it is silly sooth, and dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age. Are you ready, sir? I prithee sing. Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath, I am slain, my fair crew maid. My shroud of white stuck all with you, I'll prepare it, my part of death, now one so true did share it. Not a flower sweet, on my black coffin let there be strewn. Not a friend greet, our poor corpse, where my bones shall be thrown. 1,000 sighs to save, lay me where, so true lover, never find my grave to weep there. There's for thy pains. No pain, sir, I take pleasure in singing, sir. I'll pay thy pleasure, then. Truly, sir, and pleasure will be paid one time or another. Give me now leave to leave thee. Now the melancholy god protect thee, and the tailor make thy doublet of changeable taffeta. For thy mind is a very opal. I would have men of such constancy put to sea, that their business might be everything, and their intent everywhere, for that's it, that always makes a good voyage of nothing. Farewell. Let all the rest give place. One more, Cesario, give thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands, the purse that fortune hath bestowed upon her. Tell her I hold as giddily as fortune, but 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her in, attracts my soul. But if she cannot love you, sir, I cannot be so answered. Sooth, but you must say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so, must she not then be answered? There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart, no woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention, alas, their love may be called appetite, no motion of the liver, but the palate that suffers, so fight cloyment and revolt. But mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me, and that I owe Olivia. Aye, but I know. What dost thou know? Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith they are as true heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might perhaps. Were I a woman, I should your lordship. And what's her history? A blank, my lord. She never taught her love, but let concealment like a worm in a bud. Feed on her damask cheek, she pined in thought. With a green and yellow melancholy she sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love. But died thy sister of her love, my boy? I am the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not, sir, shall I to this lady? Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste give her this jewel, say, my love can give no place, bide no denay. Come thy ways, Signor Fabian.
Nay, I'll come. If I lose a scruple of this sport, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have a niggardly, rascally sheep-biter come by the same notable shame?
I would exalt men. You know he brought me out of the favour with my lady about a bear baiting here. To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we will fool him black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not. It is pity of our lives.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my metal of India?
Get ye all three into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behaviour to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him, for the love of mockery. For I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close, in the name of jesting. Lie thou there. For here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling. "'Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that, should she fancy. It should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it? Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace, contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. Now he jets under his advanced plumes.
Slight, I could so beat the rogue.
Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio. Ah, rogue. Pistol him, pistol him!
Peace, peace.
There is an example for it. The lady of the Strachey married the yeoman of the wardrobe. Fire on him, Jezebel.
Oh, peace, now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state.
Oh, for a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
Calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone. Oh, peace, peace.
And then to have the humour of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman Toby. Bolts and shackles. Oh, peace, 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 now. 7 of my people, with an obedient start, make out for him. I frown the while, and perchance wind up my watch, or play with some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me. Shall this fellow live? Though our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet peace. I extend my hand to him thus.
quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control. And does not Toby take you a blow of the lips then? Saying, cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me thus prerogative of speech. What? You must amend your drunkenness. Out, scab. Nay, patience, or we break the sinews of our plot. Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight. That's me, I warrant you. One Sir Andrew. I knew 'twas I, for many do call me fool. What employment have we here? Nay, it's the woodcock near the gin. Oh, peace and the spirit of humours intimate reading aloud to him. By my life, this is my lady's hand, these by her very C's, her U's and her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt of question her hand. Her C's, her U's, and her T's. Why that? To the unknown beloved this, and my good wishes, her very phrases by your leave wax soft, and the impressure her Lucrece with which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady, to whom should this be? This wins him, liver and all. Jove knows I love, but who lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. What follows? The numbers altered. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio. Mary, hang thee, Brock. I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife. With bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. Moai doth sway my life. O Fustian riddle! Excellent wench, say I. Moai doth sway my life. Nay, but first let me see. What dish or poison has she dressed him? And with what wing the Staniel checks at it? I may command where I adore, why she may command me, I serve her. She is my lady. Why, this is evident to any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this, and the end. What should that alphabetical position portend if I could make that resemble something in me softly? Moai. Oh, I make up that. He is now at a cold sense. Souter, we'll cry upon it for all this, though it be as rank as a fox. Malvolio. Why, that begins my name.
Did not I say he would work it out? The girl is
Excellent at faults.
But then there is no consonancy in the sequel that suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does. And shall end, I hope.
Aye, or I'll cudgel him and make him cry, oh.
Oh, then I comes behind. Aye, and you should had any eye behind you, you might see more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you. M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as the former, and yet to crush this a little it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name soft. Here follows prose. If this fall unto thy hand revolve, in my stars I am above thee. But be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands. Let thy blood and spirit embrace me, and to injure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough, and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. See thy advisers thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say, remember. Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still. The fellow of servants are not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee. The fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champion discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will raid politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point device, the very man I do not now fool myself to let imagination take me. For every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered, and in this she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars, I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove, and my stars be praised. Here is yet upper script. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, yet let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well, therefore in my presence still smile. Dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.